guys, my name is Goran, I'm a head of product for Rundit. And in this video I want to show you a couple of new features that we are planning to release in the following months. So we are introducing now labels. So you can actually add a label to every single company in a portfolio and then mark that company with some specific attribute. So for example, if this company was part of Y Combinator, you can actually put for example, Y Combinator member, a label, and then you can mark this company that it was like a part of YC, and then you can easily add the same label to multiple companies by just clicking on this label section of the portfolio list. We also try to make industry categorization much better, and we also allow now that VCs themselves actually create industries and mark companies' industries more precisely. Because of the LP reporting, you might need to kind of report industries based on a certain official codes. So we actually included that in the industry sector labeling, so you can choose between the official codes, and then we have here the main worldwide main codes for the industries. We have European standard, US standard, UK, and so on. So you can choose from these standards and then find the actual code by just searching or just typing it in. So for example, this one would be support services to forestry, for example, and then you can create that industry label for the company, and then if you close it here, you will see that this company has support services to forestry as an industry, and then you can easily just filter all these companies based on the industry or based on the label. I'm also happy to present another feature that is currently in the testing phase, and it will be launched very soon. It's ability for companies to input forecasts on the platform. Currently, companies were inputting forecasts by creating data points in the future within the same KPI. So for example, in this case, if you have net sales, you would just input more values in the future, and all the future values would be considered forecasts, or by creating a new custom row called net sales forecasts and actually inputting forecasts in a separate row. Now we allow every KPI to have a sub row which is called a forecast, and it will be done by expanding the row here on these arrows. So you will be able to have a sub row for the forecasts, and then around it will automatically show the difference between the forecasted value and the actual value. And then these forecasts will be automatically used to be displayed across the Rundit platform in the dashboard for the VCs, and also in the LP report that we are planning to launch very soon. So this is just a better way to handle forecasts than you could before on Rundit platform. The goal of Rundit development for the next couple of months is to automate LP reporting directly from the platform. So we are aiming to collect all the data needed according to the Invest Europe guidelines and ILPA standards, so you can automate portfolio section of the LP report directly from the platform. So currently we are collecting KPIs from the companies, we are collecting investment information, we have company profiles. So we are kind of there, but we are still missing a couple of crucial information to make sure that all the data points that you need for your LP report will be stored on Rundit platform, but also exported in a nice format so you can directly send it to your LPs. So this is what I'm showing you is the basically output that we are aiming to achieve. But in order to get there, we need a couple of data points that we're still missing. So initially we will improve the company profiles by adding logos on each company, and then founder and the CEO information. But then also in the transactions themselves, we want to include information about the funding round. So what was the role of the investors in the round, which round it was, whether it was seed, pre-seed, A round, B round, and then if there are any significant co-investors, you can store them within the investments and the funding round themselves. So we can generate statistics like which co-investors prove to be the most crucial for the development of the company, what kind of combination of these data points works the best for you, and then actually provide you value by analyzing this information. But on top of that, all of this information will be fed into the LP report output. So you will be able to generate an LP report directly from the platform and then freely choose which data points you want to include in the report and which ones you don't. So for example, you can include multiple for each company, but maybe you're in the beginning of the investment period, so you don't want to report IRR still because you just don't have any exits yet. So you can really choose which data point you want to be included and which not. And then the first level of outputs that we are aiming is to have a very structured Excel output that will generate one sheet per page, and it will be formatted in a way that can be easily printed as a PDF document, where each company will have one page with all the data points you just selected stored in the Excel themselves. So you can actually have a place where you can tweak the information, do a final checkup, see if everything is correct, and then generate an actual PDF document from the Excel itself. But the final goal of this whole development is also to be able to create documents directly from Rundit platform. Those documents will have a possibility to be tweaked, not just content-wise, but also visuals of the document. So you can actually match the style of the document with your own kind of font branding. So you can match the fonts, the font size, the colors, the formats, and so on. So we are hoping that we can achieve a really good output and give you a lot of value by automating this whole process, a tedious process of collecting the data from the company and then putting it all together in a form of a report. So one part of that report will be automated directly from Rundit without you having to do much about it. So we hope you like this direction we are heading. Please, if you have any feedback based on the stuff you've seen, let me know. You have the contact information at the end of the video. Thank you.